Hello and welcome to this Modurol video. In this video we're going to take a look at the slave cylinder here that's used on an Aston Martin Vanquish manual conversion from 2001 to 2009, I believe, basically the original Vanquish. This is a Valeo original slave cylinder, part number 1100236. And in this video, what we're going to do is make sure we're specifying the correct master cylinder as part of our clutch conversion adaptation for this particular slave. So we've got a choice between 3/4 inch, 13/16 and 7/8. So we just need to make sure we've got the right one. And in order to do that, we need to take this apart and measure the cylinder. Measure the piston. Okay then, first of all, we're going to take this thing apart. So luckily, there's actually a spring clip holding the bearing in position. Actually, on the one I'm using on my XK manual conversion, it actually has a pressed insert holding in, so you can't actually take this apart without destroying it. Anyway, back to this one. You can actually just remove the spring clip. If I just flick that off. There you go. And the whole thing comes apart. So there you have your bearing, the spring, gaiter, and there's a small pressing going underneath the spring. And there you have your actual piston in the bottom there. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get a bit of compressed air and blow that through, putting my finger on the bleed end, and hopefully that cylinder should pop out. There you go. And I can remove this. This is your slave cylinder piston. I gotta say, this could be very easy to refurbish if you can get hold of the bearing and that seal. It's a serviceable item in theory. Okay, so I've actually measured the internal and external diameters of this, and actually the overall stroke. And this is where we come to the evaluation report, which with the aid of AI, I'll run through with you. So our application is an Aston Martin Vanquish manual conversion, and the subject is master cylinder selection and hydraulic verification. So the project specifications. So the pedal ratio we've developed in our adaptation kit is 6:1. The slave cylinder, we measured the OD. So if we go back here, the OD of this is roughly 47.5 and the ID 35, giving you a slave cylinder area of 810 millimeters squared. The required slave stroke for release is typically 9 mil, albeit that can change with your particular setup, but it's a good reference point. And the maximum mechanical slave stroke, we've actually measured this as well by compressing everything and allowing it to come up, is 17.5 millimeter. So we've considered here in our calculation table the three options: the 3/4 inch, the 13/16 and the 7/8. And what we've got is the master cylinder areas for each of those and the hydraulic ratio, the master stroke to release, how much the master stroke cylinder needs to move to release. So in most cases, master cylinders have a 1.1 inch stroke or 28 millimeters, so that's well within the capacity of the cylinders. The pedal travel is shown as well, and you can see obviously the bigger the cylinder is getting, the less stroke, it's quite obvious, you need. So this is the critical thing. So in our pedal box, we think in a Jaguar XK the pedal box can rotate 30 degrees. We're not sure in an Aston Martin, but this is actually on the limit. This is comfortably inside, and this one is well inside. It's basically 2/3 of the overall pedal travel. And then you've got the hydraulic safety margin. Now, this is the amount of extra travel potentially you've got if you've got a spongy pedal, a slightly spongy hydraulic system, or a bit of wear, etc. So there's very little margin on the 3/4. Option 2, the 13/16 is quite high, and then the 7/8 is massive, basically. If we go on to the other page then. So basically the analysis, option 1, 3/4 master cylinder will give you a traditional or soft pedal. This provides the lightest pedal effort but requires a 30-degree rotation. In the Vanquish travel, this is excessively long and utilises 10 to 91% of the available master cylinder stroke, leaving a dangerously thin margin for heat, expansion or air. You might have a bit of air in the hydraulics. Option 2, the 13/16 master cylinder, gives a balanced GT choice. This is recommended sweet spot. It reduces pedal rotation to a modern 25 degrees while providing a robust 6-to-1 safety buffer. Pedal weight is substantial and precise, offering excellent feedback at the friction point for the V12 engine. Option 3 then, the biggest cylinder, is the 7/8 master cylinder. It's very quick and its performance. So basically the less rotation the pedal has to go, obviously the less it has to move, so the quicker it's going to be. So if you're actually racing these, this is probably the one you want because it's very quick to shift, albeit most people are now going to 8-speed autos. This option provides the shortest and most mechanical feel with only 21 degrees of rotation. While it offers the maximum safety margin, the trade-off is much shorter engagement window. This can make the car more challenging to drive smoothly in stop and go traffic compared to the 13/16. So obviously the reduction in the rotation of the pedal pad lever needed, the smaller your engagement or coming off the clutch window is. So the final recommendation of AI and us at Modurol, we recommend the 13/16. While the 7/8 option offers superior safety margins, the 13/6 cylinder is the most refined choice for an Aston Martin Vanquish. This achieves the perfect balance between ergonomics, a sweet mid-length stroke appropriate to a luxury GT, modulation, enough pedal windows to smoothly navigate the V12's torque, reliability, a healthy hydraulic volume buffer to prevent clutch drag. And just a little note, this is AI, it's very clever. It is recommended to use a 3/16 stainless steel hard lines for the primary run to ensure 100% of the master cylinder movement is translated to the slave cylinder without hose expansion. So basically if you use rubber or braided hoses, they can expand when you're pushing the clutch pedal, so you lose a bit of that volume. Okay, there you go. That's the result. So we're all good with a 13/16. So hopefully that'll work out okay. If you're interested in this sort of video, we've also got a video. We've also looked at converting a ZF magnetic position sensor to suit this particular Tremec gearbox used on the Vanquish manual conversion, because the OEM ones are not available. I'll put a link at the end of the video and in the comments. Anyway, hope you find that interesting. Please like, comment, share and subscribe for more XK8 and the odd Aston Martin Vanquish video. Bye bye.